Well, we're live. And kind of trying to figure out where to. All right. What do you know? We're live. Try and we're in the Imaginarium and trying to get the computer set up to actually be able to stream live. And turns out giving yourself 10 minutes to go live probably isn't the best of things to do. So we're gonna change. Somebody jumped on. We'll see who it is here. Nope, that's not the right spot. Probably should go to YouTube and go
So
here.
today is Sunday.
Come on.
He's trying to get the new computer to work so that we wanted to stream on there, but he didn't realize how much different. So we're on the iPad. So hi.
Oh, well, maybe that might have been where I needed to go. Let's see
Let's see if it'll pull
what
it in.
we. Hey!
There it is.
Oh.
That's
Inter-
because we're on here.
Interesting how
It's
looking
showing
here,
up.
looking there, looking here, looking there.
Interesting.
Looking
here, looking there.
And I've got volume going now. I'm really gonna start messing.
With everybody. So
With everybody
good
and
evening. Christopher decided to do a last minute live. Why are we here, sir? It's the end of 2018.
It is the end of 2018, and it's Diary of a Family that we're seeing.
Hello.
Garrett, I did try and jump on OBS, and I got partial setup, but there's a few things I definitely need to get squared away on utilizing that. But after watching the demo on that, we will be there in 2019.
What
with
is this? What's OBS? You might want to fill the wife in.
OBS is what I was trying to set up there. That's going to have lots of really cool things, and they probably used on their live stream earlier, which we missed because we weren't sure of time. And
This our mountain time thing is throwing off all of our schedules, but it is what it is. Today was an interesting day. It was a rough go of the day to start with, and
5 a.m. comes quick. I had to actually work today, and needless to say, we woke up to no water.
well,
Now,
before that, there was no heat.
oh,
At 3:30 in the morning, there was no heat.
the no heat was my fault. That was definitely my fault. I turned around.
Propane wasn't flowing properly.
So we picked up, because we're going to be long term. I picked up a 100-pound tank to transfer things over, and I was trying to get it all hooked up, and I still had a leak in the hose, so I had it shut off.
And it was like down to 25 last night.
Well,
Yeah, it was a pretty chilly area.
well, when I shut off our 30-pound tank to disconnect that one and hook up the 100-pound tank and found out it was leaking, I switched it back to the 30-pound tank. But it helps to turn that little nozzle on the top and actually open it back up so that the propane flows. So that at 3 o'clock in the morning in your pajamas, you are not outside of your camper when it's 24, 22 degrees.
It was after 4 when you finally went out.
No, it was 3 something.
Yeah, it was
way
really,
too early.
And it was way chilly, and my little head was frozen, and my body was warm because we have blankets on the bed, so that isn't an issue. But my nose was cold. I'm like a doggy. My nose is cold.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the sorry about that, guys, but that was my own
Then
fault.
so then we got him out the door, like we're trying to get going, and there's no water. The water is now not running, and we're like, we bought this
I spent $100 and some on one of those 50-foot heated hoses.
fancy
and
hose plugged in.
All everything there. I've got the spigot covered. And mind you, it's a Sunday that I'm going to work on that I didn't want to, and it's our mobile backpacks. I actually have to reach out to you guys because I saw what you guys got, and I have something for you. But that'll actually be at the end of January when that comes in and gets squared away. Phoenix Ramblers, I still gotta send to them today too. But
I digress.
excited
He digresses.
excited that you guys got your shirts and your um,
Sweatshirts
a
or-
hoodie. I think
hoodie or
I
something
think it
like
was.
that, yeah.
Either that, if you didn't actually order them, then
And
somebody did, which is awesome.
With your logo.
OBS is something that Diary of a Family actually.
Thank you, because I asked the same question.
Hang on. Anyway, we're going to step back for just 1 second because I don't know if both of you were there, but Richard and Hope Marks from X Marks the Spot
Uh-huh.
jumped on and said hello from Texas. Last time we got a hello from Texas on a live feed, we had breakfast with.
Hey, is anybody in Carlsbad, New Mexico?
If you are, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
But if you are here, we would love to
See you.
get together. Although, well, I actually do have the next 2 days off, so. But you don't.
No. I had a
Um,
rough week, so.
Oh.
You can't read and talk, apparently.
No, I can't.
How the
The-
Hawks
the
do.
cool-
Answer that question. How the Hawks do.
Oh. Thankfully, they won. Barely. Last second kick by Sebastian Janikowski for a field goal to win 27-24.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in the playoffs, and we face the Cowboys.
So where did we listen to the game at, Chris?
Well, clearly, DirecTV now. Oh, we don't have DirecTV now. DirecTV does not. They air some of the games, but of course, my Seahawks, the team that I want to watch, the teams that I love to see, they decided to show the Bears and the Vikings.
Chicago,
Now, if you love
Bears,
the
Vikings.
Bears and the Vikings, I'm happy for you that you got to
So-
see it.
So where did we listen to the game?
You are just bossy tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we listened to the game
On
while eating dinner in Draco.
the truck.
the nice thing about Sirius XM, hey, they're both there.
You want to go for a
It's-
drive?
it's-
Okay.
It's a 2-for-1. Hi, Richard. Hi, Hope. If you haven't checked them out, blog post I just did about our crazy 8-day, 3,000-mile trip. There's a link to their Facebook page in there, along with Never Too Late to RV, who Roger just retired. Congratulations,
Yay,
Roger.
And Tina, you guys are traveling
And Tina,
now.
yes, they're on their way. So both of them, you can
Whoop,
check
whoop.
their page out. Diary of a Family is on here. Please check them out. And guys, I put it out there. I wanted to be, this manifestation stuff is really awesome. And if John Nigello from Geo Astro RV happens to jump on, we will talk about it, John, because you've done a lot of it and not even thinking about it, I guess. But I told myself that I was wanting our channel to be at 200 by the end of Sunday.
Yeah, basically
And
by the new year, by the end of the 31st.
By the 31st. And we hit 200 today.
Today.
So we are super excited for 200
All
subscribers.
organic subscribers. We have not paid for or done any of that Fiverr subscribers. There are people who do business marketing to buy subscribers. We don't do any of that stuff.
No,
Everything is
want-
organic.
We want everything to be organic and watch our love. And if you haven't caught it today,
Sorry, it's triggering a hot flash. I gotta turn it off.
okay.
You can see I'm getting all red.
Less Junk, More Journey put out their video today featuring the Phoenix Ramblers.
Yes.
And I loved my little interview with them. And Nathan puts out such amazing videos. I love watching how he puts together
His
his.
thought process is
Um,
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the way he transitions from one thought to another thought to everything. It's just I would love to spend some time just picking his brain on
When
things.
the time's right, you will.
But the Phoenix Ramblers were featured in their video today, and they are going to see some beautiful growth, I think, from
that
that one,
channel.
and well deserved.
Yeah.
You know, very well deserved.
So we wanted to kind of wrap up, we want to touch bases. It is Sunday, and it's important for us to feel like we're starting to create a consistency in content and connection. And whether we get a video out fully, that's part of this. But if we don't have the time to get all this done with the 12-hour work days and stuff, then we like to try to do a live to connect and kind of bring you up to speed. What's kind of like a live, where we're at in our life.
Yeah, not taking in just when we get one out. We're gonna jump on live if we haven't gotten one ready. We will definitely be live on Sundays. Like so many are. We're in the Imaginarium, and you can probably see right
There's a shelf up
there.
there that's way up. I can't even
Right
touch
there.
it. Yeah.
Turns out we've got a lot of hangers.
We don't even know
From-
where they multiplied in some box. We're gonna be like dumping those off at one of the places.
Now, so the Imaginarium is our office. It's our creation station, and so far the only part of the Imaginarium that is actually set up is my desk with the new computer. The secondary monitor is not up yet. I'm weather delayed getting part of that.
My coffee's out here though.
We do have coffee. We do have an ice maker, and if you haven't in your RV gotten a portable
Ice
maker.
Oh, baby Jesus is good to me when that happened. Let me tell you, with these
They-
hot flashes, it is the only thing that saves my butt.
it is a very, very awesome thing to have. So a lot have been asking about our walkthrough video of the new rig, and it's coming. It is coming.
It's going to take us a little while to get moved in.
Well, Jim, let me see if it's possible because of how I'm streaming. Let me see if we can pull this off.
Usually the iPad has a great mic though.
Well,
Turn up the
check your volume. Can everybody hear us okay? Jim said he's having a hard time.
because we're sitting
everybody
literally
else
arm's length.
Chime in
from
and
it.
let us know if we're having problems with the audio. Yes, Yes, you can hear us, or yes, you're having problems with the audio. I appreciate the yes, Garrett,
Thanks,
but
Garrett.
that did not help much.
Yeah.
Let's see if
That's well. Ooh, you got to charge that little.
I
sucker.
do have to charge that. Oh, hey, what do you know? It pauses the video.
It's not going to work.
Huh.
It's not going to work. Okay.
Volume. Oh, yes, volume is good. Okay, now it might even be a little better because we just threw the earpods.
Then they usually can hear
And-
me once we throw in your earpods, but we'll try.
Okay.
If you can still hear me, let me know. Maybe you don't want to hear me.
Yeah, if it's Hope says audio is fine. With throwing in the AirPods, did that change it at all, or did we make it worse? We'll get this quickly figured out, because if it did, we'll
This
throw
is
those
why
back
we do
in.
lives. We figure this out together, you guys. We're all a team.
Oh yeah, you're gonna crack up over. If you saw on the app my little wet picture, you're gonna. Oh, hey, it's better now. Thank you, Garrett.
He gets to live with me. He's so lucky.
I'll be right back.
Oh, well, you're going to be out of range if you go too far.
I shouldn't. Oy.
He will. Anyways, I don't know what he's chasing down.
Oh, you know what I'm chasing down.
Oh, maybe something
Yes.
I made.
Yes,
Keep talking.
I have to.
Those are some funny faces.
All right.
Oh boy, I know what he got now. I have the cream cheese coming up to room temperature so I can make a frosting.
So, hey, it's the stars of today's Let's Jump More Journey show. congratulations, guys. I am excited to see the growth for you guys that is going to happen with being a part of that video.
Does
So,
it smell good?
Miss Sharon probably remembers these from Nomad Fest.
You came out better. This convection oven is actually working.
We got
really
a better
good.
oven. So, next time you see us, ask Suzanne
To make.
for some of these. Miss Sharon does remember. Either that.
Oh,
Oh, they. This is where I am very fortunate
spoiled.
to have.
He's freaking spoiled.
If you ask why I don't get in the kitchen and cook, it's because of things like this, the spaghetti we had last night.
Well, that was Instant Pot. That was freaking easy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Instant Pot for the fact that you can just literally put stuff in and turn it on, and there you go. I have a bread machine / bakery. It's called
Albert.
Albert. That's his name, but it's a Zurushi. And I've had one. I had my first one I had for over 25 years, and so the secondary one is even an improved model. But it'll make all the dough up for me. So then all I do is roll it out and do all my secret ingredients in there on top of it. So you control your preservatives and all of the, like when you go to the store and buy them, they're junky. You got to watch for that. So these ones are made from scratch, which is fun.
Miss Hope asked if these are
Oh God,
on
no.
the keto diet.
Freaking no. We're at the end of. We're having a end of year, New Year's Eve kind of some time off, just enjoying. So no, these are straight up
That's
good.
Garrett, that's a good question.
What did he ask?
The blinds do not have a name.
The blinds.
She. Hi, Carolyn. I'll throw that one out. Save face. He asked what in our rig doesn't have a name.
A lot of things don't have a name. Just things that treat me well have names.
That
Which is funny because my coffee machine doesn't have a name. The truck has a name. The ice machine does not. The Albert does because
And the
he's
ice
my
machine-
butler.
the ice machine is loved out of all of us, probably the most.
Yeah.
That's
They just those two things. But yeah, if it becomes affectionate and we really like it, it gets a name, or it just has a personality, I guess. And for me, my little bread machine,
Archie.
yeah, that's Archie with a dead cat. And does that freak people out like no tomorrow? Yes.
And I am super excited about those
The big boys are expensive.
new things that are coming. I believe it is supposed to ship on the 2nd, which I am super excited about for that. What else? Wow, this is for the first time in a long time. We are excited about the end of the year, and it's been a long time since we've actually gotten to really end a year
On an
On-
upswing.
on this
Yeah.
much of a
Upswing, yeah.
an upswing, and it's awesome. And the best part about it, I mean, I'm looking at our little conversation thread here, and I wish I could share. You can probably see it down in the thread more than I can, although I can see it over here on
I was gonna say he's got it up on
the new
computer,
monitor,
so it's easier.
new computer. But we feel so much connected to friends, and we don't get to.
No, this is called lazy.
Miss Sharon, the unfortunate part about this is, if I guess probably after mid-January, I'll get sent to a
Yeah.
job where
He's gonna have to shave it.
I have to shave it all off. Although we can keep a mustache. But the last time I had just, if you've ever seen, what was it?
Super Troopers.
Super Troopers. Okay. So if you think of the cop on Super Troopers that had the mustache.
No hair.
Yeah, and I went, what's on the sleeve, she asks.
They're reef. These are the reef the water or sun. They're like a sunscreen water shirts. Like when I got them in Florida, they have this has a mermaid on it.
Yeah,
I really like them because they're kind of like those sport tech shirts, but they're sunscreen too. But they're really comfortable.
yeah, we
So-
got them
It
when we were
says
in
reef
Florida.
or-
Reef gear,
Reef gear, yeah.
I think is what it
For
says.
like going out fishing. It's designed so that you won't get sunburned and stuff, or if you're out in the sun a lot.
Let's see. Diary of a Family. I make my own facial hair rule. Not a stash. Shivers.
Right. Well,
Um,
that's what happened.
So when we first got together, and I was in Alaska, I was working at a car dealership. I needed a break from electrical, and I went to work for a car dealership, and I needed to get my Alaska license. So
Driver's license.
I took and I came in and I shaved and I came out and I
Went to work?
had a blue shirt on, this
Yellow
yellow tie.
black
no
slacks.
no help in the wardrobe.
I'm not your freaking mother. You
set
wear what
up,
you want. Even if I have to laugh at you.
Oh, and laugh they did. So I went in, I got my picture taken, and one day maybe I'll find that picture and put it up. But I come back, and at the time we had a roommate that we were kind of splitting things with because we were all looking at getting back on our feet. And I come in, and she hit the floor rolling.
I didn't really care. I didn't really
You
catch
didn't really,
it
you
until,
didn't really care
I mean, like I
until
wasn't,
she started laughing, and then you
Then I
looked
caught
at it, and then you too were on the floor
And
laughing.
the driver's license picture.
Yeah, not one of my finest photos I've ever taken.
He looked just like the Super Trooper.
So
What
thankfully we got.
possessed him to shave it all except for the mustache and that bright yellow, the blue shirt with the bright yellow tie?
Yeah, kind of.
It's a winner chicken dinner.
I need to dig up photo proof.
Yeah, oh,
You know,
I probably have it somewhere. I used to keep it. If I was having a bad day, I'd pull that out so I'd get a good giggle.
I don't know, Garrett, if you are truly very good for me and my channel. We like your guys' content, but you get me in trouble at times.
It's okay.
Although Mr. Bobby got me in far more trouble. So
You get yourself in trouble. They just.
I'm
bring
trying to
it.
pass the buck. Don't let me not pass the buck. Takes it off of me.
You gotta accept your part.
All right, fine. So we just wanted to jump on, say, we just wanted to jump on, say, Happy New Year to everybody as we roll into this. We're excited about 2019. We got a video coming out on the 1st, which should be fun. Nothing major, but Miss Sharon says life would not be any fun without getting in trouble. You know, in some ways I would agree.
We're getting better about rolling with some of the stuff that gets us in trouble as far as getting mad and stuff like today. And you just kind of go, all right, well, figure out. We'll get the heat on. Thank God we have space heaters, you know.
Yeah.
This time we have water now in the underbelly. So if for some reason the stupid hose doesn't work again, then we know it's a bad hose because now we have it plugged in somewhere else. And once the sun finally came out, it finally thawed out. And if that's the case, and it does work, we know then it was just the place where it's plugged into originally. But if it's now plugged into the camper, and if it still we end up with frozen water, at least we can turn it to boondocking, and then there's water in the underbelly, and then that'll work.
Yeah, there's a few different things that we're getting used to. This is the second time in a year and a half that we've froze up.
Yeah.
First time was in Jersey, and
God,
it just like here, it's amazing, but ultimately it's one piece that usually ends up being the weakest link in your system, and up there it was right at the spigot.
Yeah.
There was
A little
that much metal showing,
and froze us
and
up.
it froze us up. Thankfully, a hair dryer
Yeah, old
came
school. I
came to
don't know
work,
who suggested that.
and yet again I was outside at 5 a.m. Thawing things. We really need to start going further south. I didn't think
I didn't
being
think
in New Mexico
it was gonna be this cold
that
here.
it would get.
I mean,
It
we're
was
4 hours from Mexico, you guys. Mexico,
It was
which is
snowing
considered tropics.
yesterday.
Yes.
We've been under freeze advisories. We're under a dense fog freeze advisory. It's like
What's going on?
we left Alaska for a reason. I didn't choose to go back to work in Minnesota for a reason, and yet
It is, yeah.
it's
It's not as bad.
It's not as bad,
and,
and
you're not in cow poop doing solar panel in Minnesota.
that is true. So with that being said, we don't want to take up a ton of everybody's time. It's a Sunday night.
Roll with the punches, Miss Sharon says.
We
Or
wanted
Mr.
to.
Bobby. One of them says.
Yeah, both of them. You know, I know there's more words of wisdom, and I can't wait to get together to write this book.
Yes, because it only benefits me. Yay!
So there's going to be a lot of videos that will be coming out. I'm definitely going to put together a pros and cons of the new rig, because there's definitely a few little things that we've found already since we got in here that it's like, wow, really? But you know, overall the move into Maximus is
Slow.
Awesome. Slow is.
We're lacking now.
If I turn,
yeah, you wouldn't like it. We can't even turn you around because
We're-
it's not good.
it's to have the office space. We gave up a little more storage than I realized on the inside, in the kitchen area for Suzanne. I was thinking we have more, and it turns out we don't. So we're working on different storage factors on how to make that.
What I'm having a problem with too is in the kitchen is it's like I went from a decent normal size depth of a cupboard to what did we measure it? It's 8 inches.
Yeah, 8 inches.
8 inches.
So
Most of your plates are barely. I mean, it's kind of weird because I can't. In the other one, I would use like almost like totes because I use a lot of soft-sided packaging, like our almond flour, coconut flour, things like that. And so I put them in bins.
that make these.
No, it does not make those, but the version
The soft-sided stuff make these.
Yeah,
These.
yeah.
These.
You're a big meanie.
I promise I will share.
Yes,
Now,
definitely when we get together with them. That's one of my languages of love. I love to love on people, and one of the things that I do is I will start making cinnamon rolls. I make and I've been craving to make banana bread before we go back full board onto keto again. That's one of the things that I made from childhood. I make all the time is banana bread, and even the keto versions just don't cut it. I find variations, but these ones are the kind that just melt your heart with a good cup of coffee. So.
right. Let's see. We got our mobile backpack said we had a surprise frozen water line in Wilcox, Arizona in November.
That's frustrating.
You deal with it and laugh at the same time. I'm not always laughing about it at the time. Usually because I'm tired. It always happens at the most. Well, it's never the most inconvenient, but
well, I mean,
just,
thank God I had a Brita pitcher with water so that I could put it in the cup so I could go to the bathroom.
You're not expecting it, and so
Right.
it catches you off guard. But again, we've learned over the last year and a half to definitely. Are you just choosing?
Diary of the Family said they had to go. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye, Garrett, and we'll say goodbye to Miss Carolyn because I'm sure at some point in time you
She'll
may
watch this,
watch this too. Let's see, what else do we got? We've got.
I think that was pretty much it.
That was it. So lots of videos that'll come about the new rig, about the truck. Love the truck. I understand why so many people go that route, and you know there's so much that we love about the new new rig, the new year,
It's just like
everything.
moving to a new house. You have to find how to live in it, the new space.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very.
That's all good.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we're at 30 minutes. We're gonna just kind of.
So long.
She's gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing. Let's see, really quick. Arnold, hey, Mr. Don, will you promise to adopt me for at least 2 days next year? I haven't seen what the 2019 schedule is, but will you please adopt me for,
I
2
said
days?
we have to
We
go
will-
there in order for him to go to the games.
I'm more than happy to go there. More than happy. And he said yes. I'm going to be adopted for 2 days next year.
Well, that's good because his Papa San's not with us anymore, so he needs a new Papa San.
Do I look that old? I've got grays, but I'm not that old. But thanks for jumping on our nomadic story, Mr. Don.
Yep. Thank you for the 200 congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Don. This one will be for not this exact one, but like I told you in the picture, there is one that will be waiting for you in
We'll see you again.
April, because we know we're going to see you in April.
And I will fire it up and I will cook us off a bunch of treats and stuff so that we can have some morning biscuits and whatnot.
So if anybody's wondering what's going on in April,
Yeah, you should
there
see.
there is a
Wow.
film school that several of us will be attending, and it is open to the public through the I think it's on
Epic Nomad.
our Epic Nomad Life. I'll find a link and I'll put it down in if you're watching this later on. It's April 1st through April 10th in Wellington, Texas. We are super excited to be going to that. I know Mr. Don's going to be there.
There's several other people. We just don't
Miss
know all
Sharon,
the
Mr.
names.
Bobby, are you guys going to be in Wellington in April? Are you guys coming there for the film school? She said woohoo. I don't know if woohoo, but
Don said thank you. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, there's definitely a cinnamon roll for you.
I now that we've lost a good chunk of our weight, it makes it nice because now I feel like we can have some of the things that we sacrifice really hard, and then we can have occasionally these things that are kind of our heart favorites.
Yeah, the goal, we each lost 30 pounds this year, which was huge in that category, doing keto.
They're hoping to. Cool.
Yeah, we hope to see you guys there too.
More cinnamon rolls.
And I would really, my goal is to try and drop another 10 to 15 by the time we get to the
about
film school.
15 is what I need. I
So-
think that's where I'm going to sit. My body, I won't be able to go the whole distance because of, I think with age and life, my body won't let me go quite as far down. Well, it was not like I was super skinny before, but that would put me at another 25 pounds. And my body's like, yeah, I don't think you're going to go there. It's sitting really good right now. It's staying, which I think if anybody knows, when you lose a lot of weight, you sometimes have to take that point where you let it settle in and you let your body kind of sit in that weight for a little while. They call it plateaus. They call it a lot of different things, but we still eat predominantly low carb, high, good fats, good proteins, low carbs. But I do crave things like a salad, and so then I do proteins and salads, just because that's where my body has generally lived. I love salads with some protein on there. So
Yeah, we're excited about everything that's coming.
Thank you.
Thank you from our mobile backpack. Do check out the film school. I think it's going to be very awesome, and thank you so much on the weight loss. We are very proud of
it was
shedding.
actually far easier, this particular program, than anything we've tried, and we've tried a lot of different things, but the whole menopause and just stress really was our devil.
I had the menopause thing apparently.
Yeah, I had the menopause.
To go along with it.
But I think that also moving in together in the sense that when we gave up living location, he was gone for work for 4 weeks at a time and home for 2 weeks. It seemed like we both kept escalating in weight. And then when we finally sold off everything, moving to RV, and now I just work wherever he's at, or pick up online work or whatever I can do, is it seemed like we were able to get then into that rhythm of the stress goes down, we can eat better, we can kind of watch what we're eating. When we started hearing about keto, it was very easy to incorporate because
it's been really good, and
it's got bacon. You can't go wrong
you
with
can't
bacon.
go wrong with steak, eggs, and bacon in your diet. I mean, it's just, I mean, come on, bacon.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you have
Absolutely.
a steak with bacon wrapped around it and everything. Sorry, I got a little closer, everybody. Hi. All right,
You can
guys.
see all the fur.
There's a lot of silver in there. This little spot. What you can't actually see because my glasses are hiding them. I have this one hair. My antenna.
You're a male. All males get those weird antenna hairs. Their little eyebrows.
All right, guys. We've rambled for another 6 minutes beyond when we originally said we were going to say goodbye.
So goodbye.
But we love hearing and talking and
Thank
connecting.
you for checking in and watching this video.
Yes. If you manage to catch this between now and New Year's Eve midnight, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
If you are watching this in 2019, we are very grateful and
Welcome
thankful
to 2019 and the journey that we're on.
That was not a technical difficulty, by the way. That was just me.
I don't think Mercury's retrograde, so.
No, it is not. But thank you guys so much. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It should be down. In that.
What'd she say? I just hopped back on the weight.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That's any questions on what we did, please reach out.
Yeah.
Suzanne is far.
The biggest thing for us is cutting out what they call the whites. It's kind of like following a diabetic diet in a way. You're cutting out all of the whites, flours, rice, sugars, all of that stuff. And then we incorporated using erythritol, xylitol, stuff like that. So if you have any questions, just reach out. And then we do a lot of protein, like good fats. I love avocado oil, coconut oil, and then good proteins, stuff like that. So
Yes. All right, everyone.
See you guys later. What?
I predict that by the end of the week, you will have grown by probably 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers, and we are so happy for you
And honored to know you on this journey.
and very, very honored that
Us
we get to call
peasants
you
in the world.
friends. So if you're checking this out and wondering what the heck we're talking about at the end, if you came in at the end, Phoenix Ramblers were featured on Less Junk More Journey. In their video, Nathan did a walkthrough of their awesome little holiday rambler. We also have one. I'll put a link down below to the interview that we did. Had a lot of fun with them, and
absolutely.
we look forward to at some point in time down the road getting to do interviews with our mobile backpack.
Everybody.
Yeah. Everybody that we can as we meet. We're going to really look to want to incorporate, because one of the things that they're talking a lot about in my Epic Life app, I mean, we're over 10,000 active members now in that group, and that is
all
so,
RVers or wannabe RVers or
just nomads.
wannabe travelers. Yeah, that's a huge community of feeling connected to.
Think about what would happen if all of us subscribed to everybody's channels. One, we'd all be subscribed to 10,000 channels.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a lot of fun. But even taking just a tenth of that and having that, how much of a boost that is for each person's channel.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be 1,000 subscribers to your channel, and at 1,000 subscribers,
you actually get a little bit of money.
You can start to monetize your videos, and an extra $10, an extra, anything. It helps us live this life. We were talking. I'm rambling, and I'm going to save this for a blog post. So,
You're gonna have to come back and read the blog because now we are 10 minutes beyond our goodbye.
Rah, rah,
So-
rah, 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 rah.
Thank you to our mobile backpack. That's we
We
look forward to it as well.
It was really fun having the get together in Fort Worth, Texas. That was just
Our
still very
first-
special. Yeah, like oh
Our very first.
yeah.
Well, there was a
Get
lot of
together.
firsts in there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
elevate the
so-
story. All right, guys, it's been 40 minutes.
Happy New Year.
We're gonna actually sign off this time. Happy New Year. We love each and every one of you and everybody that comes in to subscribe. Suzanne's ready to hit the button to keep me from rambling anymore. Subscribe. We love you. See ya.
I don't know how to do that.
You gotta hit the X up top.